Lily McCarthy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As someone who claims to be an avid fan of the Smiths, the Prime Minister will no doubt be rather upset this week to hear that both Morrissey and Johnny Marr have banned him from liking them.
Oh.
The Smiths are, of course, the archetypal student band. If he wins tomorrow night's vote, what songs does he think students will be listening to? Miserable Lie, I Don't Owe You Anything, or Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now?
I expect that if I turned up, I probably wouldn't get this charming man. And if I went with the Foreign Secretary, it'd probably be William. It was really nothing.
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11.
Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it couldn't last. Jojo lived his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Jojo. Go home. Get back, back to where you once belonged. Get back, back to where you once belonged. Get back, Sweet Loretta Martin thought she was a woman, but she was another man. All the girls around me say she's got it coming, but she gets it while she can. Oh, get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Loretta. Go home. Oh, get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Loretta. Your mommy's waiting for you. Wearing a high heel shoes and a low neck sweater. Get back home, Loretta. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Oh, get back, get back, get back. Oh, yeah.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
This is supposed to be the Ghostbusters theme. What's going to happen here? Hang on.
I suggest a new strategy.
I got a bad feeling about this.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Joe, what the hell are you doing?
Absolute.
It's still going on, I think. Oh, yes, thank you. Joe is ready. Lloyd, stop it! I need to talk now.
I can only apologise.
That's me!
Apologise.
Keep listening and don't forget to download the podcast.
Is it finished? Okay. I think it's finished. That Joe sent that in, and it's bloody awful. There's too much.
Messy.
Stop it! You think it's finished, there's some... Oh, for God's sakes. It's so bad. I've not put us in delay, so I'm going to use this song to put us into delay.
Good
I think
idea.
there we go. We're in.
God, and it's got the words over it. I'm even singing on it.
It's not terrible. It's just it's just too busy.
It's
way Joe.
It'd be good if it was the montage.
Way too busy. And there's the vocals in it, and there's loads of stuff from Star Wars. I don't even like Star Wars.
Oh, what Star Wars stuff came in? Oh, that.
Hello, Eloise. How are you? I've not seen you today.
I
came straight down here to do stuff.
I know.
Done the podcast intros, outros. Went through that list you gave me.
Good.
And I've been trying to sort out a gig for the blooming Recorder Quartet.
You applied twice about the Starkey
Did I?
guy. Yeah.
Okay, that's how determined I am. He's nice, Dave Spikey. He's nice, but I just don't think it's
I
appropriate.
brought down my work to do. Burn CDs and stuff.
Burn CDs. Have you had a busy day? Oh,
Yeah.
right, I've got to stop that because there's too much going on in there. I can't work with under these conditions. Busy day?
Yeah.
I had an argument with my ex-door neighbours.
No, what about?
This is my new phrase, though. Ex-door neighbours. They're my ex-next-door
That's good.
neighbours.
I've never heard that before.
I made that up. It's mine. It's copyright me.
Have you copyrighted it? Because you should, because that will catch on.
Yeah, I have. Ex-door neighbours. So it's like your ex-next-door neighbours.
Yeah, I get
ex-door
it.
neighbours.
I get it.
Had a row in their living room. Proper row.
Why?
They were dicking me around.
But what more have you got sorted?
The boiler! I got to sort out the boiler!
Oh.
I was tired. I'd had 5 hours sleep. I just got back from this morning, and I was not in possession of the full facts. So there's me arguing what I think I'm right about.
Oh, Iain!
I was not
this
right
is
about
one of
it.
your weak points.
And then, because I was so angry about that, I then said, right, while we're having this discussion, there's a few things I'm not happy about. And then I brought up this thing, and I went home and told Fandango, thinking she'd go, oh yeah, well done, I'm glad you mentioned that. And she just put her head in her hands and went, why did you mention that to them? Like that. I was like, oh.
No.
And I said, have I done a bad thing? No, it's fine, it'll sort itself out.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
So I went round and apologised.
Did you?
I went
God, how scared were you?
Do you know what? I'm good at apologising now. When I know that I'm in the wrong, of course I was a little bit scared. When I know that I'm in the wrong, I can do it. This is what I've learned, okay? The last 3, 4, 5 years, I've learned to accept I'm in the wrong and go and apologise. Last 3 years, 2, 3 years, and go and apologise. What I need to do now, the next evolutionary step, is to not make that mistake in the first place.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like a Buddha or something. I'll be a spiritual human being.
Did they accept it graciously?
They did accept it graciously. I said it was due to lack of sleep and lack of having all of the facts, and I shouldn't have said some inappropriate things. And I was sincerely sorry, and I invited them round to our new house for tea.
Awkward.
They went, I'm yours. They did. They took it very graciously. They were lovely. So I thought we could talk about rows with next-door neighbours and ex-door neighbours.
Oh.
It's a good phrase. Okay, there's two things here. Rows with neighbours that you've had, okay? And maybe you've been in the right, maybe you've been in the wrong, but I don't want kind of neighbours from hell, like, oh, they're always up playing music. Just rows, just argument. A proper... You've had a discussion and it's turned into an argument.
Yeah.
And also, have you come up with a phrase that you think is good enough to enter the English language? Like... ex-door neighbours, which is genius, and I was saying it a lot today around the house. I was going, oh, and I ran with my ex-door neighbours, and it was good. You come up with any phrases, Eloise? Because you talk nonsense a lot, so I'm guessing, and I mean that as a compliment, I'm guessing a lot of...
My favourite phrase is rob and nick's bin, if something's been robbed.
Rob and nick's bin, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
use that one quite a lot.
That's the sort of thing...
Rob's bin. Shortened.
That's the abbreviation. That's if you're in a hurry.
Yeah, Rob's bin.
That's the sort of thing my nan would say. I like that. That's good.
Okay.
We'll go
Can
with
I
this.
tell you the neighbour one? I told you it was my nice story, but really it wasn't a nice story.
Yeah, go on.
Because I told it a bit wrong. So on Christmas Eve, our next door neighbours sent round letters to everyone saying don't reverse on our driveways.
Oh, yes.
And they all went over for Christmas drinks, and my mum said, oh, it's nice to get that letter on Christmas Eve. And the guy threw a cushion at my mum, and the zip hit my mum's face.
You do remember you
and then he
saying this.
stormed off, and then he
an idiot.
rang from his house, which is next door, to say to his wife, can you pass a message on to Fiona that I want her to come home now? And so she was like, I'm not going home. She didn't want to get involved, but it was a silly little argument.
Well, this takes
that went
it to
into violence.
That's violence. This takes it to the next step. Have you ever had an argument with your next door neighbour or your ex door neighbour? Have you ever been in a fisticuffs? Ever been in a punch-up? Or there's so many topics here. Tonight's show's going to be brilliant. I guarantee it. Okay. Ever had a physical fight with your neighbour? What have you used as a weapon? Because a cushion as a weapon is a strange... I'm guessing he was expecting it to be quite soft, but then the bit hit her and it damaged her. So this is like gold. This is 2 weeks worth of shows we're spaffing off right here now. So, argument with a neighbour, fight with a neighbour. What have you used as a weapon? Have you ever come up with a phrase? For example, Rob and Nick's been ex-door neighbour. That's a week's worth of shows we're doing there. Also,
why have you crammed it all in one?
Because sometimes you just cannot turn off like at the moment, my wife is unable to remove the plug from the bath because the chain has come out. She doesn't know how to take the bath out. You know how to take the plug out of a bath, don't you? It hasn't got a chain.
Well, there's usually that little bit.
It's not there. It's not there.
Oh,
it's not there.
Then just push it down on one side.
Yes, that doesn't always work. There's a technique.
What's the... No,
Boys know the technique. This is another one. Come on, boys. This is a boy thing. Not right now. I'm busy. This is a technique. Boys, I want you to phone in and tell me, how do you remove a bath plug? Notice that no one's calling in.
Yeah.
We're doing gold and no one's calling in. Boys, what's your technique for removing the bath plug when the chain has gone? It's brilliant.
Why do only boys know?
Because, you don't know. Every night I've been home this week, the bath has been full of water.
But what I'm trying to say, is it something that boys only have that they do tricks with?
No, it's just I think that boys' minds are better.
What?
I'll leave that sentence there. Boys' minds are better. Someone tweeted me today and they said the 3 things they like about the show. I can't think what the third one was, but one of them was tapping of the pen and the rustling of the paper. I'm glad they noticed that because I like the rustling of the paper. It's one of my favourite parts of it as well.
I like it when you're eating or something.
Yeah, I like
Although
eating.
I don't like it because I hate... One of my pet peeves is people that chew with their mouth open and you do it on purpose.
My wife and I today have been experimenting with table manners.
What do you mean?
Well, you know table manners.
Yeah, but how can you experiment with them? They are what they are. You cannot change them.
I've never embraced them before. Now we have now we have a dining room in our house. We sit at the table and we eat and stuff. And so we're doing backs up straight. Get this right. Hold your cutlery. What hand is your knife in?
Right hand.
Of course it is, because you're right-handed. My wife is right-handed. She holds her knife in her left hand. You try and cut with your cutlery in the other hand. Go and try and do it. Try and do it now. Go on. You can't because your fork is going as well.
Can I tell you how they found out I was dyslexic?
Go on.
So when I went for the test, right, because I thought I'd just want some free stuff.
Yes.
And it turned out I was dyslexic, and you can't fool the system because they were like, right.
You can't fool the system.
Walk for me. And so I walked.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, noted down which foot I walked with.
Yeah.
And they were like, do this for me. Turn around for me.
Yeah.
And then they were like, hold this camera and look through it. I did everything on my right side, but I looked through my left eye, and they were like, that's an imbalance of your brain.
But I could fake that. Now I know that information. I could fake dyslexia.
I don't think they do it now. I think it's more advanced.
It's like when you take your car to the garage and they just plug it into a computer. They do the same thing for dyslexics. They just plug a socket into your ear and they go,
It's like computer chips.
There's a dyslexic in the left eye there. So, there's another topic. Ever cheated a dyslexic test?
I didn't cheat! Although, actually, when they said to me, right, remember, we're going to read you the story. Tell me the facts of it.
Oh, yeah.
I did fib a little bit. I just did pretend I couldn't remember.
You do in these things. And when I go to the doctor, I always kind of limp a bit. I had to go have my bum checked today just to make sure that my anal fish hadn't returned.
It's been bleeding all day. I don't know why it isn't now.
Well, it did. I went in and he said, well, I'm sure it's fine. I said, could you have a look? Well, I mean, could you have a look? Because I'd psyched myself up to be looked.
Yeah.
So he said, would you want me to? I said, I'm here.
When
I had a look.
When I went to the computer shop today,
yeah.
I can't put my charger in properly, right? So it's really annoying me. So I thought, I'm just going to say it's broken. So give me a new one. Yeah. I went in today. I said, I think my charger's broken. It doesn't always work for me. And then it worked. I went, typical. It would work here, wouldn't it? But it's not been working at all. I went home. Well, it looks fine. I tried to blag work.
Did you get a new one?
No, it backfired because it didn't. Obviously, because it's not broken. I just cack-handed.
What have you lied to get? This is great, man. This is all gold. I hope you're writing all these down because I haven't got a clue what I'm saying. My mum, bless her, she's very ill now. She's got MS. And when did she stop walking? Maybe 7-8 years ago. But up until that point, she'd got pension off from work and she'd have to go every year to be assessed that she was too ill to go to work, and she couldn't really walk at all. She had to have like a frame or someone holding her and stuff like that. It was obvious she was really ill. She couldn't talk properly and stuff. She would still put it on even more. I was going, Mum, you don't need to do it. It's obvious you can't go to work. You can barely stand up. You can't talk properly. And she'd still go and wobble a bit more and slur her speech a bit more. You've got to respect that.
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about?
We don't have stories of how you're frauding the system, though.
No, we don't. We do not condone any defraudment of the system. But
Not that your mum was.
No, not at all. Well, she wasn't.
No.
But she would still just make it a bit worse.
Yeah.
It needs to be. What have you... Tell us, what have you cheated a little bit? And we have to, obviously we can't condone any breaking of the law or any fraud or any insurance scams or anything like that. But if you've kind of pushed things, gently moulded the truth just to get a little bit more. 0330 123 1215. Ever had a fight with your neighbour? Ever had a physical fight with your neighbour? What have you used as a weapon? What phrases have you come up with?
How do you get a bath plug out?
How do you get a bath plug out? We haven't even started on bands' logos.
Oh, what? You've got more? Because I've got 2 more things.
Quick!
Have you cheated at a dyslexia test? And what have you lied to get?
And at some point, because it's on the iPhone app, we're going to be talking about bands that have got logos. Busy night tonight. Do give us a call. It'll be a shame to waste all those topics. I'm going to say the phone number slowly. 0330 123 1215. Give us a call. You could be on Absolute Radio living the dream.
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you and all you know and how you speak. Countless lovers under cover of the street. You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you.
Lino, interrupt this song because Lino has come up with a superb phrase. You've seen a spectacularly good queue for a cash point, a gig, a wart or whatever, then that, sir, is Q-perb. Oh, yeah.
You're listening to Absolute Radio.
The home of music.
The Premier League is back this Saturday, so join me, Russ Williams, from 1:30 for rock and roll football. This weekend's big game is Chelsea versus Blackburn Rovers. Jim Proudfoot will have full match commentary from 3, plus we'll get your views on the phones with Iain Wright from 5.
Rock and roll football live with Sky Sports, the home of sport for 20 years.
This is Absolute Radio.
The DFS winter sale is on, and there's still double savings to be had, so you get more snuggles, more cuddles, more giggles, more wriggles, more lazing about, more dozing off, more clumpy nights, more laid-back days, more chilling out, more staying in, more relaxing, more mellowing, and all for less. With 4 years interest-free credit and your first year payment free. But hurry, double savings ends Sunday on selected sofas and the DFS winter sale. To find your new sofa or your nearest store, visit dfs.co.uk. Typical 0% APR, credit subject to acceptance.
After 300 metres, you have reached your destination.
Oh, you love your TomTom sat-nav. There it is, clinging to your windscreen like some chatty tree frog. You'd be lost without it. If only it was more built-in. No more messy wires. No more, did I remember to put it in the glove box? Well, in a Renault Clio or Megane dynamic TomTom, it is built-in. Just like the MP3 and Bluetooth connectivity and the cruise control. To locate one, visit your nearest dealer or renault.co.uk.
Right now at Homebase, all kitchen units are half price when you buy 3 or more. Plus, all bathroom suites and Schreiber-fitted bedrooms are up to half price too. What's more, there's an extra 15% off when you spend over £300. Homebase. Make a house a home.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Only friend, I'm not your only friend, but I'm a little glowing friend, but really I'm not actually your friend, but I am.
You canary in the outlet by the light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. I have a secret to tell from my electrical well. It's a simple message and I'm leaving out the whistles and bells. So the room must listen to me, filibuster vigilantly. My name is Blue Canary, one note spelled L-I-T-E. My story's infinite, like the Longines Symphony. It doesn't rest. Blue Canary in the outlet by the light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. But I'm a little glowing friend, but really I'm not actually your friend, but I am. There's a picture opposite me of my primitive ancestry, which stood on rocky shores and kept the beaches shipwreck free. Though I respect that a lot, I'd be fired if that were my job. After killing Jason off and countless screaming Argonauts, new bird of friendliness, like guardian angels, it's always near. Blue Canary in the outlet by the light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. While you're at it, leave the night light on inside the birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. While you're at it, leave the night light on inside the birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. While you're at it, leave the night light on inside the birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul.
I love that song, man. Cannot get enough of that song. One of the greatest songs. Beep, beep, beep. Eloise, how you doing there, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a sweatbox.
Is it? I turned the heating down, so...
No, you never. You didn't even turn it on, and you put it up to 30.
Oh, did I not turn it on?
No.
But I did. Nuts! I'll get you, Eloise. I'll get you a goddamn last thing I goddamn do. I'm in a good mood. I did this morning again today. It was fun. Philip Schofield, nicest man in the world. I told him. Oh, I've got something to tell you. I've got some gossip as well.
Ooh.
I told him that The Cube was my new favourite programme. And have you seen The Cube?
No.
It's flipping brilliant, man. It's like basically there's a cube.
What
right?
nights is this on?
Maybe Sundays. I'm not sure.
Oh.
It's like a cube, right? Like a glass cube, and you go in there and you got to do like a trick. Like you've got to walk in a straight line with your eyes closed, or you've got to empty some balls out of like a plastic tub in a time limit, and you win like shed load of money. And I've only just really discovered it. And me and my wife are playing it. It's brilliant. We're playing it at home. And I told Philip this. I think he was listening. I think he was. Someone was talking to him in his ear or something as they do on TV. Because he wasn't seen it impressed. But nicest man in the world. But got some gossip to tell you.
Yes.
Tell you when the next records, when the Manic Street Preachers are playing, I'm going to be telling Eloise a little bit of showbiz gossip.
Can we not go to the song now so I can hear?
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutes anymore. I'm quite prepared to admit I was wrong. This life, it sucks your principles away. You have to fight against it every single day. These are the postcards from a young man. They may never be written or posted again. These are the postcards from a young man. They may never be written or posted again. It is like so many other things, as distant as your former sins. So sad and lonely and so derelict as the optimism that we watch. These are the postcards from a young man. They may never be written or posted again. These are the postcards from a young man. They may never be written or posted again. I'll send you postcards every single day just to prove I still exist. This world will not impose its will. I will not give up and I will not give in and I will not give up and I will not give in.
as I get older, I like the Manic Street Preachers more and more. Was that gossip all right, Eloise?
Yeah, it's very good.
I wish we could say this stuff on the radio. But we'd lose
I
our
hate
jobs.
the Manic Street Preachers.
Oh, have you always hated them?
Yeah.
Because I always hate the early stuff, but this recent stuff, which I'm imagining the hardcore Manics fans find a little bit bland, bloated, overgrown, and nonsensical. I quite like. I like that one. I like the one where there's another man singing in the background.
I can't stand them.
Oh, okay. Another reason why we must never get married, Eloise. To add to the long list of, well, the top of that reason is we don't love each other, and I'm married already. So that, but
I thought you did love me.
we but only in a sexual way, not in a way that would sustain a lifetime. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Someone on Twitter, who is it who said this to me? Eloise87, not you, but someone else, has just sent me a message on Twitter saying, "Shut up."
It probably was me as my alias.
You've got more followers than Ben Jones.
I know.
What results? So, what's the latest tally? Do you know roughly?
I don't. I'm afraid.
Got more. He didn't mention that on his. He does an excellent show. He didn't mention it on his show. I thought he'd mention that.
And
on
I've
his
been
show.
tweeting him, and he's ignored me.
Very fun. Very fun. Because you're
I
a
tweeted
nobody.
one to him saying, "I'm not going to gloat, but told you so."
Gloat. The word gloat's a weird word, isn't it? Because it sounds like an animal.
Goat and globule.
Globule. If someone said, "Oh, we got a male and a female gloat and a baby globule," you'd go, "Oh yeah." You wouldn't question it. You'd think, "Oh yeah, it sounds like them animals that you hear so much."
Ian, have you had a lot of your Vicks Vapor Rub today?
Why?
You just seem like me back from Glastonbury.
I'm having a flashback to the last year of college when I took LSD with Richard Larkham and we went for a walk in the fields and listened to Cardiacs. No, I have had a lot of this. I also had my one cup of coffee, a little bit later than usual. And I've taken a load of LSD. I haven't taken any LSD ever. Craig is in a secret location.
Ian.
Craig.
Ian.
Craig.
Hello, Ian, naughty boy.
Hello, Craig, in a secret location.
Yeah, it's not really secret, it's just boring, and I move around a bit, so, you know.
Would you move around a bit? Are you a bus driver?
No,
Thank God for it.
musician.
Oh, bass player.
No, close, but better.
A drummer.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! You guys are
Yeah.
always late.
Well, yeah, only to the gigs, but not in the songs.
No, not in the song. Are you... Now, drummers are very, very cocky. Now, in our band, my excellent band, Boomerang X, we've got a brilliant drummer called Matt, who is unlike any other drummer we've ever had, okay? We've had drummers in the past that have done it for free, drummers that have done it for money, drummers that are mates, right? They always turn up late. Sometimes I don't even come to rehearsals. They never want to use their own drum kit in the gig because they want to get a few beers. And they want me to drive them around everywhere. Are you like that, or are you like my mate Matt, who is brilliant, gets the rehearsal before us, sets up, makes us all teas and coffees and pleasures us orally as well?
Well, not quite that far, but without being boring, I'm always the first one there, because I hate using studio kits, and I hate using kits at gigs as well, because they're always utter ponies. I always bring my own kit. Got your own skins, you got your own cymbals, everything.
Got any skins? What kind of music do you play, Craig?
All kinds. I've studied different kinds, played different kinds of bands, but most of the time it's kind of hard rock. Kind of Foo Fighters, Pearl Jam, Led Zeppelin kind of stuff.
Have you got... Now, this is the real test, okay, as to whether you're better than my drummer, Matt, okay?
Okay.
When we auditioned, Matt, we auditioned for drummers, and there was a guy called Danny, who was brilliant. It was a little bit kind of sloppier than Matt, but we kind of liked that. And then there was Matt, who was bang on the rhythm. But what swung it for Matt was he had sticks that glow in the dark. Craig, have you got sticks that glow in the dark?
No, I don't, because they break and they're a gimmick.
Oh, yeah, they're rubbish, but they look wicked, man. He's got blue ones and he's got red ones.
I tell you what you can get, though, if you really want to go hardcore, you can get some hardcore acrylic kits that shine up under, like, if you shine a white light on them, they come up red. If you shine a red light on them, they come up green, and they're like glow in the dark.
Hang on a minute, that's insane. How does that work?
It's all to do with, like, the stuff in the, like, flecks of stuff in the acrylic, but they're, like, at least, like, $6-7 grand a piece.
Go on, give us a rhythm, then. Give us a rhythm.
I don't have any drums.
Well, come on, you don't need drums to give us a rhythm.
Let me think. I tell you what, because what I was going to say to you, right, is solve your jingle problem. Is what you need. Have you ever seen? You must have seen it, like Saturday Night Live, like Jay Leno or someone like that, right?
Yeah.
You need one night on your show. You need a house band to come in and play for you. Do you have? If you have some kind of like live lounge or something like that, you know, I've got friends in bands and stuff like that.
Dude,
don't cover this for you.
Dude, come and listen. This is my dream. Come and do it. You have to do it in the studio, which is tight, but you'd fit in here. Come and do it. Seriously.
I'm serious. I would totally do it.
Forget whatever phone call you're taking. We're getting a house band coming in live one night to play live music for us.
Okay.
And it'll be brilliant. Every slightly funny joke, every Barry unfunny joke, you'll get a little bit of something going on, you know, like a punchline, you know, the dudum ta.
I tell you what, Craig, there's no money in it.
No, I don't want money.
Oh, it's even better. Come in, man. Tell me when you want to do it. I'm serious, okay? This is wonderful. I would love this. One night in another life, I had a drummer come in, just a drummer, and he came in.
Yeah, I heard this on YouTube a little while ago.
He was really good, and it was wonderful. And my ambition is to get a steel band in one night, and we've yet to find one, or a sitar player. But if you can get a house band together, then there will definitely be at least 2 beers with your name on. That's all I can promise you.
Yeah, no problem. Honestly, I'm 100%, because what I'm actually doing is this year, I'm actually jacking in my job and going back to playing drums and music, because I've kind of gone away. And I'm basically just taking anything that comes my way, and any excuse to play is it's all good by me.
Are you going to be able to make a living doing that?
Well, that's the aim. My idea is you know, right intention and enjoy what you're doing, then maybe it'll happen, you know?
That would be awesome, man. Well, listen, come in. We'll plug any gigs, any bands, any websites, anything you want. We'll plug the hell out of it, and it would be. I can't. I'm speechless. I'm so excited by this.
No, I'm totally up for it. I promise you, I'll bring all my gear up, and it'll probably just be 3 of us, like a bass player and a guitarist, and we'll have a bit of fun.
And so, if that would be wouldn't it be embarrassing if you came in and you were all rubbish? You were all like sixth formers and it was pony.
I tell you what, I'm 24 and I started playing when I was 10, so I've got to be at some kind of standard, hopefully.
And so, like, if Barry comes on, who, let's be honest, is a boring old fart, if Barry comes on and makes some really unfunny jokes, you can play over him so we don't hear him?
Yeah, I can play loudly.
Sweet.
What am I doing? I'm talking.
Where did you come from?
I've just been put through.
Well, you shouldn't have been put through. I'm talking to Craig. He's a drummer in a band.
Well, I do a joke and he goes boom.
Yeah, but Barry, you don't need it because you're not that funny.
Two elephants in the two. I don't like you.
I suspect he may have been drinking, Craig. He's not normally this confrontational.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised. Don't you ruin this deal for me, Barry.
I wasn't funny.
Well, you're not funny.
I won your flipping Sony Silver.
You're not in any of the Sony entries this year.
Well, you can sound this, mate. 2 elephants and a snake fall out of a tree. Boom, boom.
Cheese.
Cheese?
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 Oh.
Cheese?
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 Cheese? Cheese?
Well, that's not going to win a Sony, is it?
No, it's not, Barry.
My neighbour, Dylan Whitty, had an argument with me.
Are you about to say something rude about him because you've just said his name?
Dylan Whitty is
Don't say his name.
It's not libelling to say that he was cross that my fence fell down, is it?
That's fine to say that, but just be careful where this story goes.
Well, he's a flipping idiot. How about that?
You can't say that!
Dylan Whitty, stick my flipping fence up yourself! That's it.
Barry, has something happened to you today?
Yes, I drank copious amounts of alcohol. As simple as that. It's very easy. You too can get in this state, kids. Simply drink a lot of booze before bed.
Oh, you are making me chuckle, but for the wrong reasons. Craig, listen, send me an email and as soon as you can get a band together, you can come in any night you want.
Probably, yeah, absolutely. Next week.
Then let's do it. Iain.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk. Send me an email. Or even better, send it to Iain@iainlee.com.
Yeah, no worries. I'll do it tomorrow.
God bless you.
Even better, try and be nicer to me.
Okay, I do like you, Barry. You do make me laugh. Sometimes.
Well, you didn't give that impression, and that made me rather embarrassed, but never mind. Night-night.
Night-night.
Thank you, Craig. Come on, Barry. He's going to bring in a band for me. A bit of respect.
Why don't we could do our own acoustic band? I start off. You just bring someone else in. I start off with a.
Okay, here we go. Here comes someone now.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Iain? Barry, in my yellow jersey, I went out on the nick. South Street, Romford, shopping arcade. Razzle in my pocket, I never paid. Inside my jacket, and away double quick. Good sense told me once was enough. But I had a cocky eye on more of this stuff. I walked right in with a picture of the news inside my pocket, and away I went. I got stopped beside a jeweller's shop. If it's money for your lunch, I would give you a loan.
Oh dear. No.
Oi, you're listening to Absolute Radio. The £1,000 mixtape. You can win £1,000 a day. To win the cash, just identify the clips of the songs that you can hear on our lovely radio stations. The station you're listening to now is Absolute Radio.
If you have a chip in your windscreen, make just one call direct to Autoglass. We're the experts. We can usually repair that chip for free if you fully comp, and it won't affect your no-claims bonus.
Call Autoglass directly on 0800 234 234 or book online at autoglass.co.uk.
Autoglass repair, Autoglass replace.
What does the BGR in BGR Bloomer stand for? B means you'll be hard-pressed to find a better solicitor if you've been injured in a road accident that wasn't your fault. G is for the good news that you could claim compensation for medical expenses and loss of earnings too. And R is because BGR Bloomer can help you reach a speedy settlement. BGR Bloomer. Fast, friendly and free. Call 0800 1 777 999. 0800 1 777 999.
After 300 meters, you have reached your destination.
Oh, you love your TomTom sat-nav. There it is, clinging to your windscreen like some chatty tree frog. You'd be lost without it. If only it was more built-in. No more messy wires. No more, did I remember to put it in the glove box? Well, in a Renault Clio or Megane dynamic TomTom, it is built-in. Just like the MP3 and Bluetooth connectivity and the cruise control. To locate one, visit your nearest dealer or renault.co.uk.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11 every weeknight, except Fridays.
Called you so many times today, and I guess it's all true what your girlfriend say. But you don't ever want to see me again, and your brother's gonna kill me and he's 6 feet 10. I guess you'd call it cowardice, but I'm not prepared to go on like this. I can't stand losing. I can't stand losing. I can't stand losing you. 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 I see you sent my letters back in my LP records and they're all scratched. I can't see the point in another day when nobody listens to a word I say. You can call it lack of confidence, but to carry on living doesn't make no sense. I can't stand losing. 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 You don't care, so I won't cry. And you'll be sorry when I'm dead. And all this guilt will be on your head. I guess you'd call it suicide, but I'm too full to swallow my pride. I can't stand losing. 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 I can't stand losing.
I can. I'm turning into Steve Wright. He sings over the ends of songs, doesn't he? Oh, nuts. There's a losing. Exciting show tonight. With lots on. Ever had an argument with a neighbour? Ever had a fisticuff with a neighbour? Ever, what have you used as a weapon? Ever came up with your own phrase or word after I've come up with the phrase ex-door neighbours to mean your ex-door neighbours? Paolo has called him, and Paulie Walnuts was phoning in. I don't know why he's disappeared, but Paolo's called him, emailed in. We refer to those annoying people who turn themselves non-smokers but spend a great deal of time on a night out bumming cigarettes off others as passive-faggressive. Passive-faggressive. You get it? If you've come up with your own phrase that you think is good enough to enter the English language, 0330 123 1215. Also, have you ever lied, cheated, kind of faked things a little bit to get a bit more out of the system? Maybe you've been to like a dyslexia test or a disability test and you kind of put it on a bit. I gave the example of my mum, who is very ill and was very ill years ago when she used to have to go for these annual assessments to prove she couldn't work, and she couldn't walk properly and she couldn't talk properly. But even she would kind of put it on a bit. And I was going, Mum, you don't need to. You are obviously unable to go back and do your job. Don't worry. But she would kind of, make things a bit worse. And fair play to her for that. 0330 123 1215. It's Jess, and indeed, it's Flo.
Hello.
Hi there. How's it going?
Good. Thanks.
Yes, I'm glad to hear it. What have you been up to today, ladies?
We had our last day of exams today.
Last day of exams. Big up yourself and big up your exams. I hope the exams went successfully. Mocks?
No, like pre-mock. Yeah.
What the pre-mocks? So you've got, they weren't exams, they weren't mocks, they were pre-mocks?
Well, they were the mocks of our mocks.
That is utter mocks? You had mocks?
Sorry?
You had mocks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mocks? That's insane.
They wouldn't get used.
What is
They were pretty average anyway.
Can I just say that I've just come up with a new phrase, and it's mocks, and it's for the...
brilliant.
Pre-mocks, mocks. You had your mocks. Oh, well, the last day of mocks. When do the mocks start?
Summer term.
And when do the exams start?
Next year sometime.
For God's sakes. How old are you, Jess and Flo?
14.
Okay, well, I know I was doing it at 14, and it wasn't doing mocks. Anyway, how would you get a plug out of a bath?
Hands. Pull it out with the chain.
The chain isn't on there. That's the problem. That's the conundrum. You're in the cube, right? Philip Schofield's put you in the cube. You've got 5 lives left. And this is for £50,000. This one, on average, takes 4 lives. You can make it simpler, or you can go with it as it is. You have got to get the plug out of the bath that's full of water, and there is no chain connected to it.
You get a plunger.
You're saying you're going to get a plunger? Okay, you're down to 4 lives.
Okay.
You have got your make it easier if you want.
Make it easier, please.
Okay, you're going to make it easier. Let's see. Okay, make it easier. You've been given a knife.
Oh, a knife. Okay, then you use the knife to... Okay, can we get somehow the water out of the bath?
Down to 3 lives. You've got to take the plug out to get the water out.
You're making me so nervous. This isn't why we called.
Down to 2 lives.
Okay, you use the knife to go underneath the plug and push the plug out.
Yes! Fantastic! Hang on a minute. Stay there. Stay there. No, hang on, that's the wrong one. Yes.
Thank you.
Well done. Okay. Okay, well done. You did that. Excellent stuff there. Excellent stuff. It can be done without a knife.
Yeah, it can. It can be done with a hand, I said.
Well, no, you said the chain. You said pull the chain, actually.
Okay.
That's
sorry.
Oh, no, hang on a minute. Oh, balls. Anyway, so don't get stroppy with me. Don't get fresh with me. Anyway, what do you want?
Hello?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, basically, we rang about the whole situation, about lying to get out of things.
Oh, yes, go on.
Yeah, well, at school, really, everybody lies, to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, everybody lies. Yeah, well, what stuff have you got out of by telling what lies?
Going swimming.
Yeah.
We said that we're feeling ill.
Now, the thing is, you girls can, without going into detail, my mum used to do this when she was your age, to get out of swimming. She would say it was her girls' time. I can say that. Sorry, Eloise?
You can't get away with it now.
Can you not?
No, because they say, because you can swim with certain types of...
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
let's not...
Yeah.
So you can't do that anymore?
And also, we can get out of lessons by just going, oh, we feel ill, and they're like, oh, no, and yeah, we could just go to bed.
If I could do it all again, I would... I never bunked off school. I never told lies to get out. I never did any of that stuff. I messed around and was naughty, but I would go back and I would... What on earth are you doing in there,
Just knock
woman?
the phone off.
I would go back and I would be bunking off all the time.
Yeah.
And I would probably still have ended up in this studio talking to 14-year-olds about plugs. See, dreams can come true.
14-year-old girls who listen to this show, every single other teenager is always a boy. No girls listen to this.
Do you know what? You're right, and I noticed that when you called in, and I'm very, very grateful. Jess and Flo, what can we do to get more teenage girls listening to the show?
I know. You could play more recent songs. No, I like the old songs.
We do play a lot of recent songs.
We play... Do you mean like Peter Andre and The Wanted?
No,
we
we
don't
like them.
Okay.
We play all of the new Biffy songs, all the new Kings of Leon songs, all the new Arcade Fire songs.
The Klaxons, are they new, the Klaxons?
Yeah,
playing the Klaxons. Joy Division, they're quite new. David Bowie, Lissy's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of that.
But it's not really that kind of station, is it? It's not like Crapital or anything.
I know, yeah.
Where it's the...
No, I like
hits. Did you just say you like Crapital?
Sorry?
No. Okay, so, can you not just go around your school and get, all your mates to listen?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Please do.
Yeah, well, we try, but everyone's like, oh, we don't listen to the radio, and I'm...
I remember being 14, 15 and being one of the only ones that kind of listened to the radio. We need to make radio hip, because radio's much better than TV.
Yeah, it's more easy listening.
It's more easy and better than books. Books is well rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Radio is the best, so we need to get, people like your age, listening more, isn't it?
Yeah.
Butters, that's totally bare, man, totally bare.
Are you mocking our accents, Ian?
No, I'm trying to talk hip, I'm trying to speak the lingo of the streets and of young people.
Because you kept talking really posh, and we were really worried that you were going to mock our accent.
No, we'll never mock your accent. Never mock your accent.
Good.
Have you ever listened to Iain speak? He pronounces February.
I pronounce it correct. Girls, how do you pronounce the second month of the year?
February.
No, you're wrong. You're not as posh as you think you are, love. It's February.
See, you have no right to criticise theirs if you were.
Well, I wasn't, but I am now, because it turns out they can't speak properly, but we all know it's pronounced...
February, then.
Spell it, Jess. Spell the second month of the year.
F-E-B... R-U-A-R-Y?
You're pretty close. There's no in it, but yes, that's close enough. And it's therefore, it's pronounced February.
Do you say theatre or theatre?
Theatre. I say theatre.
We say theatre. I say theatre.
Which one's that, Flo?
No, I'm Jess.
Yeah, I prefer you, Jess. I knew that from the start. You've always been my favourite out of the two of you.
Oh, thanks, Ian.
Jess and Flo, though. Jess and Flo, you could start a little pop group with a name like that.
Jess and Flo. Yeah, we could a clothing line or something.
Yeah, Flodge. Ooh.
Did you ever go to Daisy and Tom when you were little?
Daisy and Tom?
Yeah.
Were they friends of yours? Because I don't know them.
Oh, it was like a child shop, and it was really famous because it was called Daisy and Tom, because the mother that did it had their two children.
But when was this?
This was about 10 years ago.
Well, 10 years ago, I would have been 27, so it was very unlikely I would have gone to Daisy
You
and
could have gone down a high street and saw the shop.
I never saw Daisy and Tom. I bet you've never even heard of C&A, have you?
No.
Jess Flo, lovely to talk to you. Do call again, won't you? Been a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Take care. Bye-bye. There we go.
Surely everyone's heard of CNA.
No, they're 14. CNA hasn't existed for about 15 years, probably. They were
In
nice.
Germany, it still exists.
Those crazy Germans. You cannot knock the German people. One nut!
Hello, love.
One nut, one nut, one nut in heaven. One nut is in heaven, and that's what that song's about.
I'm alive.
What?
Saying I'm in heaven would...
No, you're not in heaven, but one nut is.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
It is.
One nut's in heaven.
Yes. Or late in hospitals.
Did they not let you keep it?
You've asked me this before.
Yeah,
what
you
do I
have.
want to keep it for?
Oh, but it just fascinates me. If any part of my body was removed, I would say to them, come on, right, but especially one of my testicles, I would say, come on, right, I want that pickled in a jar. You'd have it pickled in a jar with a load of onions, wouldn't you? Imagine when your nana came round.
Good point. Could have kept it on top of the television.
The fun you could have with that. It's like, I don't wish this, of course, you should never wish this, but if I ever had a glass eye, you always hear stories of, like, dads with glass eyes would terrify their children. Yeah,
you're going to tell me about the Beach Boys' dad now. And
Murray Wilson would take his glass eye out and show the glass eye to the kids and show them the exposed socket. I'd be doing that all the time. All the time.
Did you have an elderly relative that used to flash the false teeth at you?
Yes, I do remember someone doing that. I used to do it a lot with my brace in my mouth. I used to take my brace out and mess around with that. So yes, if I ever have the misfortune of having a testicle removed, I would ask for it to be put in a jar of pickled onions and left on the shelf in the cupboard in the hope that an old person would come round and dip in. Sorry, Eloise, am I boring you?
No, I've just been up really early because of the Sony Awards.
I was up early.
What a shame.
What a shame. No, it is. We got some good Sony entries this year, Mark. Fingers crossed, this could be the year.
Sayings?
Right. What do you want?
I didn't hear you then.
No, I know you didn't, and I can't be bothered to explain. Go on.
Miserable. You plug in your bath.
Yes.
Surely where the chain went, there's a hole.
Yes, go on.
Just put some thread or string through it and yank it out.
You could do one nut, but oh God, I expected...
Hey, Ian, it's Eloise.
I expected more from you.
And there's a little nib where the chain...
Yes,
but get a pair of pliers and...
Well, you could... The bath is full of water, so putting thread through it isn't going to work.
Well, why?
Because the bath is full of water,
But water, my friend, is see-through. You can see.
Well, not dirty bath water that's had bubbles in, my friend. And also, putting thread through a tiny hole underwater. Are you insane?
You got a snorkel and
Exactly,
right?
mate. Are you insane? That's not how you do it.
Or put a knife down the side of the...
Well, you can do it with a knife. The way to do it, if you haven't got any tools, and I'll tell you this, is there is a hole that goes through the little pin of the plug, right?
There is, yes.
What you do, you can do it with one hand. You can definitely do it with two hands. Some people, like myself, can do it with one hand. You put your hands into the bath.
Yes.
You get your Peter Pointer fingers.
This is extreme plug removing. This is it.
You get your Peter Pointer fingers. You put one up against the little indentation, one side. One up against the other little indentation. I hope you've got a little bit of nail, and you pull it out.
Genius.
Thank you. That's how you do it, one nut.
Genius, Ian.
Mark, that's many people have said I'm a genius, and it's always good to have it reinforced. Thank you for calling in, one nut. Ian, Steve Spaniels, Anthony, be speaking to you after the klaxons.
Ruin
Before you write your will, why don't you listen to some more Absolute Radio?
The home of music, football and comedy.
The £1,000 mixtape. You can win £1,000 a day. To win the cash, just identify the clips of the songs that you can hear on our lovely radio stations. The stations you're listening to now is Absolute Radio.
The Best Buy Me sale gives you up to 50% off the technology you really wanted for Christmas. From games to laptops, 3D TVs, and even fridge freezers. So, think about all the wrapping paper you'll save too. Ends January 19th at Best Buy stores nationwide and bestbuy.co.uk. Selected items only, exclusions apply while stocks last.
The night was magical as a fairy Febrezed all the way to Pampers Park. She was on a mission from Pantene to explore the herbal essence. She was bold and as quick as a flash. Lenore was delighted and said, Tampax, Ariel, let's always be friends and save money on our favourite brands.
We've got a great story for you. Your favourite brands can save you money at fantasticsavings.com. Spend £10 in store or online, register with fantasticsavings.com to find out more and claim back your £5 worth of coupons. Go to fantasticsavings.com for full terms and conditions.
Get a 3G-enabled Samsung Galaxy Tab with 32 gig total storage for just $399, only until February 6th at Best Buy stores nationwide and bestbuy.co.uk.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
very exciting. It's my son's birthday now. Well, we've got to have a sleep first, but then it's his first birthday. How exciting is that? Very exciting is how exciting it is. Very exciting. This time last year, we were just putting away the Beatles rock band, and after having a bit of a rocking session with Watco and my wife and various other people whose names I'm not going to mention now. Teach them a lesson, wouldn't it? Iain Lee on Absolute Radio. Mark Crosley is here at 1 o'clock. We're here Mondays to Thursdays, 11 till 1, myself and Eloise. If you missed any of the shows, get the podcasts on iTunes or absoluteradio.co.uk/podcast. I've thrown out a lot of topics this evening, a lot of them. And as generally is the case, you haven't picked up that many, which is a shame. Because these are all gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store these topics, and when I go and work at a decent radio station, I'm going to use them again, and then I'll be laughing on the other side of your face. These are the things we're talking about. Ever had an argument with a neighbour? Ever had a physical fight with a neighbour? What odd things have you used as a weapon? Ever cheated in like a disability test or a dyslexia test or some sort of thing so you can get a bit more? Lies you've told to get out of stuff. And phrases or words that you've invented and you think are good enough to enter the English language. I've come up with the phrase, my ex-door neighbours, to mean my next-door neighbours who used to be, but they're not anymore, because I've moved. They're my ex-door neighbours. 0330 123 1215. We were going to talk about bands with logos. Let's do that tomorrow. Ignore the iPhone app. We'll do that tomorrow. And we'll have an hour of Triple M as well, I think, tomorrow. 0330 123 1215. If you call up and you've never called before, the way it works is you'll phone up, you press button 1, it'll ring for a little bit longer, then you'll get through to Eloise, and then she'll take your name and number, and she'll give you a call back, so it doesn't even cost you that much. You're not even phoning in for that long. So don't worry if you haven't got much credit. Credit on a phone. Got an Iain in Godalming. Good evening, Iain. Hello? He's gone. Well, that's a shame there. Let's try Snail. Hello, Snail. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, is that Snail?
No, it's Nail. You're close.
Nail?
Nail.
Neil?
Aye, as in not standing up.
Ah, I see. While you're down there. Yes, Eloise thought you were called...
Aye, while I'm down there, get up, eh?
While you're down there, play with my penis. I think is how that joke goes. You, Eloise thought you were called Snail.
No, I'm as quick as one, like.
Yes, I can tell.
Aye.
It says on my screen, you are as mad as a hatter.
Probably am, I.
Okay, Neil. Well, what can we do for you, my friend?
I'd like to know, right, why these Aussies are twisting about being flooded when they build houses on places, and everywhere in England they the same.
Yeah.
Build houses on a place called a floodplain.
Well, I don't...
Is that a plane full of water trying to take off or something? Or...
Yes, I don't think Queensland is necessarily on a floodplain, is it?
Yes, the houses are built on a floodplain.
Well, if that's the case, I don't know if that's true. If that's the case, then that's a little bit silly. But...
Wait, exactly, aye.
But you've got to remember, quite a few people have died.
Oh, yes.
Which is not, is a bad thing.
Yes, but why did they get the permission to build it on a floodplain?
Well, I don't know, and this is the thing. When we were looking for a house to buy recently, we looked at some, and we were offered some by the river. And you'd be insane to buy a house near a river these days, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Good.
Because you're going to get all the rats as well.
You're going to get all the rats, you're going to get the water, you're going to get toffs on boats drinking champagne, wearing their straw boaters and shouting abuse at us.
And the ones just getting flooded and twisted, aren't
they? You're twisting my melons, man. Yep. Well, but of course... We wish everybody in Australia all the success in dealing with the problem, don't we, Neil?
Oh, yes, without a doubt. I've been to Australia. I like the people, you know what I mean?
I've never been to Australia, and I will hopefully never go, because the journey there is way too long.
Right. But the other ones have got it right, the proper ones. They're not flooded, are
they? I don't know. I've not followed the story that closely. Was there anything else, Neil?
I just over the moon because we stuffed them at cricket as well again.
You did the what with the where?
The stuffed them at cricket again, didn't we?
Come on, now listen, Neil. You sound like an intelligent man. You've got to realise that cricket is the dullest game of all time. Especially the Ashes. The Ashes. You know, have you seen how big the trophy is? It's smaller than my Vic Sinex.
No, I didn't watch that 2020. I haven't got Sky.
Cricket is just, and they try and make cricket sexy with the 2020 and street cricket and all of this stuff, and it's just because the reason it's dull, right, is batting is fun, fielding is dull, and bowling properly. At school, we used to get told off for not bowling properly. Your arm has to brush against your ear and all of that. No, I just want to chuck the ball at him.
No, they've got red ears for a different way. Your father caught you somewhere.
Okay. I'm following some of it, but not enough for us to have a conversation.
What you do, mate?
I love you too, brother. Take care, Neil.
Right.
Call again.
Yeah, Dean as well.
There we go.
Enjoy the rest of the morning.
Yes, thank you, sir. There we go. Okay. Wow. Spaniels?
Yeah.
Hello, Spaniels.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, there's no way you're coming to the studio.
Why not?
You're not coming. You're not.
What, are you scared that I might terrorise you?
I just don't want to meet you. You had the opportunity before Christmas.
No, I didn't.
Everyone did.
No, I was not even in the country.
That's your problem. 30 people turned up to the studio.
Well, where was my invite?
Everyone was invited.
Well, I didn't see the invite.
Well, we sent you one.
There's nothing in my inbox.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, it might be. Might be my problem.
Well, it is your problem. No, might be. It is. Definitely is.
Bum to it. Just bum to it.
There we go. Oh, bum indeed.
Bum to it, indeed.
What do you want, Spaniels?
What is it? Every time I speak to you, you've always got a cold.
I know. Yes, I do constantly seem to have a cold. And I had a good run last year of feeling quite well and healthy. And then it's just, I had another pizza tonight, and I think the cheese affects me. What are you laughing at that for? Medical fact.
Yeah, cheese normally affects you when you go to bed.
No, cheese, dairy products create mucus on your chest, which therefore can bung your nose up. Fact. It's a medical fact, Spaniel. So you can tell that bint in the background who's laughing. Shut up! Excuse me, love. You don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, she's got an excuse. She's pregnant.
Well, I've got an excuse. I know what I'm talking about.
Just to say, it's not mine. She's my sister.
Oh, that would be weird. How old is she? No, I don't want to know that at all. How far gone is she?
She's 17 weeks gone, and she's 21 years old.
Oh, she's starting young, isn't she, eh? Little hussy. Little hussy, are you married? I bet you're not married either. Shameful. Put something on the end of it. How many times have I got to say that? I'm Jeremy Kyle. Is she going to get a DNA test, or is she happy not knowing?
No, she knows who the father is. He's sitting next door to me.
Oh, that's what she's told him. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm sure. I hope they'll be very. It's a very exciting time. Very exciting. Is their first?
You know.
What did you say? Is she drunk? She shouldn't be drunk at 17 weeks. Shameful. I bet he's drunk, isn't he? I bet he's drunk, the dad, isn't he?
Well, he's looking a bit...
How old's he? Oh, I bet he's about 40, isn't he? Older, definitely older. I can tell by her voice that's what she likes, old men. And he's thinking, oh, my God, what have I done? I've gone and got her pregnant now. I'm stuck here. Never mind.
Believe it or not, he actually reminds me of Andre sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, best of luck, love.
Anyway, just...
Enough going to work when it comes out. There's no messing around. Everyone skirts around this issue. My wife can tell you it blooming hurts. And if they start bringing a scalpel out downstairs, you're in trouble. Did you know they do that, Steve?
Go on.
They cut open a lady's vagina. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that until we got close to having a baby. And if it's struggling to come out, and they did this to my wife, there's a flash of scalpel, and they cut open the vagina. That is a fact.
Ouch.
I know. Does your sister know that?
Well, she does now.
She'll have no problem. Anyway.
Last night, Simon from Swansea.
Yes. Oh, he was good. I like Simon.
Yeah, I liked him as well.
He's
but
good.
He should have kept to the lie originally. He
Yes.
should have told us that real story.
Yeah, this was about breaking his elbow, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That real story was a bit pants.
It was about using his belt to climb onto like a kiddie's jungle swing and falling up. No, we prefer the original story. But I like Simon. I hope he calls in again. I think he's very funny.
Well, funny enough, he's actually added me on Facebook, and he seems like a really decent guy.
A bit creepy though. A little bit creepy.
A little bit, just a little
His
bit.
picture looks a bit weird.
Yeah, his picture does look completely weird.
Your picture looks a bit weird, Simon.
What?
Your picture looks a bit weird.
What? Weird in which way?
Well, you know weird. That way.
Strange.
That way.
What? Is it the hair, the glasses?
The face.
big
It's the face.
The face?
Yeah.
Oh.
Steve Spaniels has got a crush on you.
Oh, no, I bloody have not.
Yeah, that's what you just said. You just said it.
Well, it's the hair, isn't it? It's the comb over.
We all like you, Simon.
Oh.
But you shouldn't. You should have stuck to the lie.
Well, no, I.
Is it?
Yeah. But the funny thing is, today I went back to the hospital to have it checked up, and they took it off.
You're on.
And the nurse. No, the pot, and the nurse asked me what had happened, so I told her the truth.
Yeah.
The Poseidon, the truth about the Poseidon.
Yeah.
And she stared at me, and she went, "You're lying." And I went, "No, it is true."
You should have said, "I've got two stories. You pick which one you want to believe," and then told them both.
But no.
No, but no. But no.
She lied.
But no.
But no.
But no. But no.
No, I'm going in tomorrow to have my pin in my arm.
And you think we're interested in that? Thank you so much.
Well, I'm going to name it the Poseidon pin.
The Poseidon pin. And will they take the pin? Are they going to take the pin out at some point?
I don't know. They just said we're going to put a pin in for a few weeks. See how it goes.
Keep it when it comes out. Keep it and have a necklace made out of it.
In a jar.
Yeah.
With my glass eye.
With some pickled onions. In case Grandma comes round. Tasty. Right. What do you want, Simon from Swansea?
No.
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 I think he's brilliant. This guy. I genuinely hope this isn't an act because I like him a lot.
Well, you were on about. I thought I'd not phone up tonight. I'll not phone up, and then you were on about people pushing their luck.
Were we?
You were on about people trying to push their luck to get something out of nothing.
Yes. Yes. A little. Yes. Something like that.
It's sort of.
Yes.
But. Now you say like that, I phoned up for nothing, but...
No, it was about people lying in their disability assessments and dyslexia tests. But yes, go on then. Push your luck.
But you did say pushing your luck.
In that case, continue.
Well, I was with my nan one day, and we were going to a place called Meadowhall, I don't know in Swansea.
No.
In Sheffield.
Was it Swansea or Sheffield?
Sheffield.
Definitely?
Sheffield.
Okay.
Yep, definitely. This is the truth. It's a big shopping area in Sheffield.
Yes.
And she was taking a toaster back.
Yes.
She bought from... Can we name shops?
No, probably not.
Okay, she was taking a toaster back to a well-known, posh supermarket.
Stop there for a second, Simon. Steve, do you reckon this story is going to have A, a good, exciting ending, or B, a bit of a dull ending? What do you reckon, Steve?
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be...
Shut up in the background. I can hear you talking, you 40-year-old pervert. She's only 21. Yes, Steve. She's 21 years old. You're old enough to be her dad. Shame on you. Yes, Steve.
Well, I was actually going to say I reckon it's going to be C. I'm going to think it's a bit of both, really.
Okay, C, a little bit of both. All right, Simon, continue.
A bit of both. Okay, so... she's in the shop, the posh shop, shouting at the manager, shouting at the cashier.
Was it the manager or the cashier?
The cashier. Right,
Swansea or Sheffield?
Sheffield, cashier.
Okay.
I brought this toaster back. It doesn't work properly. I'd like to change it.
Yeah.
Have you got your receipt?
No.
No, I haven't got my receipt.
No.
And, well, you can't bring it back unless you got your receipt.
Yeah.
So my nan continuously said, I haven't got my receipt, I haven't got my receipt, until the manager came out, and she kept saying this.
Yeah.
They changed, after an hour of arguing, they changed the toaster.
Yeah.
We got home, she unboxed the toaster, and then she stood looking at me, and she said, it doesn't work if I can't say the shops. I didn't buy it from that shop. She'd bought it from another shop, but she'd forced that shop to return the toaster. But no, no.
It was B. It was B, Steve. You were wrong. I was right. It was B.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No,
yes.
no,
yes.
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Boring.
Oh. Yes.
No, it's not boring. This is.
You talk about pushing your luck, Simon. You've just done it then.
And I'm disabled because of my arm, so really, I am the story.
Simon, Steve Spaniels, a pleasure as always. Thank you very much.
The station you're listening to now is Absolute Radio. Jeff Lloyd's Home Time Show with Cobra.
The lady who is suing the BBC, Miriam O'Reilly, has won her case. Now, she was a presenter on Country File, and she sued the BBC for ageism because they shunted her off when it went to prime time. To be fair to the BBC, they're only doing what the rest of society does with the elderly, aren't they?
Jeff Lloyd's Home Time Show this afternoon from 5. With Cobra. Love curry, love Cobra.
Please drink responsibly. Absolute Radio.
A chip on your windscreen needn't be a hassle when you call Autoglass directly. We'll come to wherever you are at the most convenient time for you to do the repair. And if you're fully comp, it's usually free and won't affect your no-claims bonus.
Call Autoglass directly on 0800 234 234 or visit autoglass.co.uk.
Autoglass repair, Autoglass replace.
Out now, more incredible blockbuster exclusive movies.
Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg star as two misfit cops taking on the world's toughest city in The Other Guys, rated 15.
Oh, cool, a helicopter!
And from the mind that brought you The Sixth Sense, 5 strangers trapped in a lift discover evil is among them in the chilling Devil, rated 15. Rent any 3 movies for just £10.50, including The Other Guys and Devil, exclusively at Blockbuster on DVD and Blu-ray. Love films? Hate waiting? You can't see these movies anywhere else for weeks, guaranteed. Only at Blockbuster in store and online at blockbuster.co.uk. Membership's free.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
So sure
I've pressed the wrong button. There we go. Rachel!
Hello, Ian.
Oh, God, I can hear myself in the background. That sounds horrible.
I'll switch it off.
Yes, please. Thank you, my love. Thank you,
Okay.
There you go. Thank you, my love. So, Rachel. Rachel. What are we going to do with you tonight, Rachel?
Oh, I've just got a little story to tell about a blagging many years ago when I was an art student.
Yeah, go on.
And I was working in a pub, and I always collected signs, and they had this wicked old sign, like you'd see, like it's quite Victorian thingy, with brass surround sort of spectacles with oil-painted eyes in the middle, and on the back it said, like, Fremlin's an eye to a good pint, but the eyes were all bloodshot on the front, and they used to hang from the ceiling. Anyway, this pub was called the rope makers, but it was nicknamed the dope makers because you could go and get a spliff in there.
Cheeky. There used to be a pub in Slough where you could do the same thing. You can't do that anymore in pubs.
Oh no, you can't do anything in pubs these days. But the Maidstone police decided to raid it one day, and they threw everybody in the cells overnight, the whole pub, and all the bar staff. Even though we had done nothing wrong, and didn't apologise or anything, then closed the pub down. Anyway, it was closed for about 6 months. When they reopened, they gave the licence to some early retired policemen. They're the only people they'd give the licence to. They obviously refused to employ anybody who'd worked there before, except for the cleaner who lived next door. He was a friend of mine, and she said, if you're not... Because they wouldn't put it up because the eyes were, like, bloodshot. They had it in the cellar. So...
you nicked it?
No, I didn't
No, didn't nick it. No, didn't nick it. No.
The friend of mine said, if you're not using that sign, I could raffle it for a charity.
Raffle it for a truffle?
Raffle it for a charity of your choice. And they said, okay then. And it was my 21st birthday a couple of weeks later.
Long time ago,
and I gave her... How can you tell that?
What? Sorry?
How can you tell that?
I'd say about 25 years ago, am I right?
And it was,
Yeah.
So the cleaner went in and sort of said, look, I've had this raffle and we've collected 20 quid, can I collect the prize? And that's what I got for my 21st birthday.
So hang on a minute, I'm confused. So the picture was up for a raffle?
But we made the raffle.
They raffled it and then you just had it anyway?
No, it wasn't a real raffle. We made the raffle just for me.
What do you mean you made the raffle? I was the only
person who bought a ticket.
Oh, OK. But you bought a ticket for 20 quid?
No, I just gave it... Well, my boyfriend at the time gave her 20 quid, and she went in and said, I've collected 20 quid for your policeman's charity, and can I have the prize, please? And it was worth about 500 quid then.
Have you still got the picture?
Of course.
Well, sell it then, you silly mare.
I'm not selling it.
Sell it!
It's worth more than that now.
Well, exactly. Get some money and then you can go back and buy some spliffs.
Buy the pub.
There we go, exactly. Go and buy the pub, for goodness sakes. Well, Rachel, thank you for that meandering, confusing, but excellent story. Have you ever had an argument with a neighbour? You strike me as
I don't talk to my neighbours. I live in Peckham.
Oh.
No, I do talk to some of them, actually.
I like neighbours. In my new street, right, I've spoken to, like, 7 people. 7 people! And they've invited me round for tea, and we've invited them round for tea. I've only been there 2 weeks. It's amazing.
Aww.
Neighbours is the best things.
Well...
For the moment. I bet they get a bit irritated after a while, do you know what I mean? But,
you've been round for tea?
I've been round for tea at one house. Was talking to a chap today, and I invited round to my house next week. It's exciting times, Rachel.
Whereabouts have you moved to? Somewhere really posh, I suppose.
Yeah, Buckingham Palace I've moved to. I've moved to Buckingham Palace. No, it's not posh. It's Muswell Hill. I'm still in kind of North London, round that way.
North London. You posh person.
Yeah, Peckham, you dirty...
Look, it's Camberwell, actually.
Toker.
It's Camberwell, just Peckham Road.
But North London's not that posh. It's a little bit middle class, but that's all right. That's not posh. I'm middle class. I'm middle class guy. I'm kind of with my people, Rachel.
Oh. I could be middle class if I tried.
I don't think you could.
How do you know that?
I can tell by your voice.
Oh, because I'm a Brummie.
Go on, do a posh voice. Go on.
Yeah, my phone voice.
That's not bad. Keep going.
What would you like me to say, sir?
sir, what would you like me to say, sir? That's not bad.
What do you think about these tax credits? Do you think they should be abolished?
My name's Rachel, I'm from Birmingham.
Well, it was from Birmingham, but it was really boring.
I'm dead common in real life, but I can do a posh voice, sir.
There's more fun.
Rachel, lovely to talk to you.
You too.
Nutter. Take care, speak soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Anthony.
Hey, Ian.
Hey, we got you. I don't speak to you for 2 years and then I can't get rid of you.
I know, sorry.
That's all right, don't you apologise. Always good to talk to you, my friend. Always good to talk to you.
You too, Ian. Are you okay?
I'm all right. It's my son's birthday. Well, Thursday, so I'm going to go to bed.
Happy birthday to your son.
Yeah, it's his first birthday, so we're very excited about that. So we're going to have a lovely day.
What are you planned?
He's going to a music class in the morning, and then we're going to go and take him to see at least one of his grandparents. And if my mum's not very well at the moment, so if
I hope she gets better.
she will do, but if she's not feeling great, we won't go and see her tomorrow. We'll go and see her next week.
Yeah.
So that's that, and then I'm going to come on to do the radio show tomorrow and do a whole show dedicated to Astro Boy.
That'd be cool.
It'll be brilliant. I'm just going to play like nursery rhymes and stuff.
Is it?
I won't.
I'm now on Twitter, Ian.
Whoa, you're on the Twitter?
I am.
What has brought about this monumental change in circumstances?
Well, I was listening to the show last night, obviously. And I thought I want to give Twitter a try. So
Okay.
I decided to log up and log in.
Bear in mind, Anthony, that I would say 55% of people on Twitter are arses. Okay, so just bear that in mind. With that knowledge, go and have some fun on it.
Can I give out my Twitter name?
Please do, go on.
It's Anthony.
Anthony, Anthony?
No H.
No H.
Anthony.
Okay, Anthony without the H, of course.
Underscore. From. Underscore. Capital H. Then the lowercase OD, Hod.
Hod, okay. Yeah. Anthony without an H, _from, _Hod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you on there, Ian?
Twitter?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
Oh, no, I am on. Yes, no, Twitter I am on it, yes. I'm at Iain Lee.
Okay. How many followers has Eloise got now?
Let's ask her. Eloise,
I don't know.
Let's have a little look, shall we? We've got the technology.
Yeah, I shall follow her, Ian.
Yeah,
so,
go on. Yeah, go on, follow her.
Let me just type my, let's go on Twitter. Ella, yeah.
Don't type in don't tell us your password. We don't want to know your password.
No, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Here we go. I found the car. Now follow.
The internet is being absolutely awful this evening. It's not letting me... So it's Eloise, ELOISE _C.
I've just followed her.
She's got 2,592.
I'm number 2.
2592. I'm going to find... Let's see how many Ben Jones has got, because we love Ben Jones, but at Ben...
Oh, yes, Ben Jones, so I've got him now.
Because you're quick, you got magic fingers.
Have you got him?
2,005. You got 61 more followers than him, Eloise.
Yes.
And you're a nobody.
I know.
Sweet.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And how many followers have you got, Anthony?
Where will it say? Whereabouts?
It would say next to your name.
2.
2. Ah.
It will get there eventually, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'll follow you from the show one.
Oh, cool.
If you follow Absolute Iain Lee, then I can find you.
Okay. You trying to beat someone on Facebook, Eloise? Are you trying to beat a certain person on Twitter?
I was trying to beat Ben Jones, but I've beat him now, so I can die happy.
You're happy now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Anthony, we've got to move on, because I'm a little bit behind on the music. I've got to play David Bowie, Life on Mars.
It's cool.
It's cool? Are we cool?
Yeah, we're cool. Ian, I'll speak to you Monday because I'm with you Thursday.
Take care, fella. Always nice to talk to you. More of your calls after David Bowie.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a sad thing for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools if they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is their life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. And now the workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds, to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a sad thing for, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be writ again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is their life on Mars?
Absolute Radio is our name.
Absolute Radio. The £1,000 mixtape. You can win £1,000 a day. To win the cash, just identify the clips of the songs that you can hear on our lovely radio stations. The station you're listening to now is Absolute Radio.
A masterpiece. Stunning, moving, electrifying, phenomenal, brilliant, unforgettable, superb, inspirational, spellbinding, thrilling, gripping, compelling, exhilarating, incredible, astonishing, powerful, triumphant, breathtaking, unmissable. Danny Boyle's 127 Hours in cinemas now, rated 15.
What does the BGR in BGR Bloomer stand for? B is for the brilliant legal advice you'll get if you've been injured in an accident at work that wasn't your fault. G is for the guarantee that your case will always be handled by a fully qualified solicitor. And R is for the remarkable way BGR Bloomer can help you claim compensation. BGR Bloomer. Fast, friendly and free. Call 0800 1 777 999. 0800 1 777 999.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
There are times when we question the things we know. We never thought that the cracks would begin to show. We both know love is not that easy. I wish I'd known that it would be this hard to be alone. Please come home. The loveless nights, they has just begun. I always hoped that the best it was yet to come. So please come back, don't you leave me. We're both so young, I know you need me too. And there'll always be times like these. The loverless nights, they seem so long. I know that I'll hold you someday, but till you come back where you belong, it's just another lonely Sunday. Maybe we'll see that we were wrong if ever we look back one day. Till you come back where you belong, it's just another lonely Sunday. If you don't come back tomorrow, I'll be left here in the cold. If you don't come back tomorrow, I'll go. The loverless nights, they seem so long. I know that I'll hold you someday, but till you come back where you belong, it's just another lonely Sunday. And maybe we'll see that we were wrong if ever we look back one day. But till you come back where you belong, it's just another lonely Sunday.
An old man turned 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase, kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Life is fun for you, swinging up on your mind. You think everything's okay and everything's going right. And life is a funny way, nobody halfway. You think everything's going wrong and everything blows up in your face. The traffic jam when you're already late. I know smoking your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. And yeah, I really do think it's like rain. Funny, funny way of helping you out, helping you
Nearly at the end of the show. 10 minutes to go. Mark Crosley, Stills and Nash will be on at 1 o'clock. Always worth a listen. Eloise and I... No, Eloise won't be here tomorrow at 11. I don't quite know why. She's not explained where she's going. All she said was, it's a work thing. A work thing at 11 o'clock at night. So I think we've got Mark coming in, who's been with us before. He's excellent, so it should be a good show. And tomorrow, if you download the podcast today, you'll hear in the introduction, which I record, that tonight's show was going to be an inspirational show to try and motivate us. I forgot that. So we'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be all about motivation, inspiration, because I'm finding it hard this year to kind of, get started and then pull my finger out and get into gear. So tomorrow, that's what we're going to do. Patrick's in London. Hello, Patrick.
Hello.
Vague description, Patrick. Why don't you want to give us a more specific location?
South London.
Could you home it in a little bit more?
Southwark.
That'll do me. What can I do for you, my love?
So it's on the topic of getting a little bit extra.
Yeah.
So, back a couple of decades ago, so I'm told, the French government decided that some specific areas in the south of France weren't any good for growing vines for winemaking.
Yeah.
So they ordered everyone in those areas to dig up their vines and lay them out, and they'd get compensation because the French government was getting all ultra competitive with California.
Okay, yeah.
And so they sent special inspectors around, and they'd count out the number of vines you had and then pay you however much money they were worth as compensation. But the inspectors were so slow getting around that all the farmers would just, after their vines had been counted, ship them over to their next door neighbour's farm.
Yeah.
And this would carry on going until, one old guy with, a tiny little plot of land had, hundreds and hundreds of vines and was getting thousands of francs in compensation. And that's the end of my story.
I do like... The thing is, on the continent, they do things like that. They pay compensation for silly things, and they kind of... I like the sound of that. Is that a true story, Patrick, or have you made it up?
That's a true story.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Patrick.
My pleasure.
Would you consider doing such a thing?
I would never do so.
I would never. I would.
Or at least I'd never admit to doing so.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's it. We all want something for free. I was thinking today, I'm really skint at the moment. We bought this new house and we're spending a lot of money doing things, and we keep finding more and more things are wrong, and we're now getting to the stage where we're going, well, we can't do this, maybe we can do this. And I was saying to my wife, wouldn't it be nice if Duncan Bannatyne gave me £200,000 and he wouldn't notice. He's so rich, he wouldn't notice £200,000.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, though.
It's probably unlikely.
Very unlikely, which is a shame. Shame on you, Duncan Bannatyne. You're so tight, Bannatyne, so tight. Patrick, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
There we go, ta-ta. Very laid back. That's kind of what we like at the end of the show, is it sort of winds down a little bit. I'm getting lots of people emailing and tweeting saying they've only just discovered the show. Thank you. Thank you. I'm thinking of electric blankets. I'm going to put my electric blanket on when I get home. Nice electric blankets. They're good. They're not dangerous electric blankets, are they? I mean, if you work wee-wee and stuff, it might cause a short circuit. So you're not meant to let kids have them. But I think for grown-ups, they're pretty safe. I think so. Let's conduct an experiment one night, shall we? We'll see. Let's go to... Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Spaniels.
Just wanted to say it was a brilliant show tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
Why are you sucking up to me? You ain't coming in.
I'm not sucking up to you.
You're totally sucking up to me.
No, I just wanted to say I've just received an email on Facebook.
Well, that's a Facebook message. That's not an email.
All right, a Facebook message, whatever, inbox then, right?
Yeah.
Saying that apparently I'm not a real person. That I'm a recording from your studio.
But we know that.
I wish I was. Because then I'll be in your studio then, wouldn't I?
Nah, that's rubbish.
No, seriously, I've just received the email saying that I am not a real person.
Huh?
I'm a recording on your soundtrack.
Nah, that's rubbish.
I know it's rubbish.
You are so close to getting banned from this show.
Don't ban me. I'll ban it.
What's your favourite film?
Toss up between The Lost Boys and Pulp Fiction.
Can you say that again?
Lost Boys and Pulp Fiction.
I can't hear you. Could you say it a little bit louder, please?
Why do you want me to say it louder? I've said it twice.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I said it's the end of the show. Everyone's going to have to wait until tomorrow night now.
You are starting to get on my nerves.
I'm sorry.
Are you a boob or a bum man?
Eh?
Excellent work, Eloise, as always. Thank you very much. We're back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Mark Crosley's up next. Have a lovely night. See you soon. Ta-ta.